Dear students, last class we have discussed about electric field lines or electric lines of force, which is a geometrical method to analyze the electric field. Not that. Now we will discuss about electric flux. You write electric flux. Electric flux. Symbol phi, denoted by symbol phi. Electric flux. It is defined as, right? It is defined as the number of electric field lines, crossing a surface in a direction normal to it. It is defined as the number of electric field lines crossing a surface in a direction normal to it. Very simple. In simple sense, we can say that electric flux comprises of some number of electric field lines, a group of electric field lines. Not that. It is defined as the number of electric field lines crossing a surface in a direction normal to it. Group of electric field lines, but the condition is that crossing the surface in a direction normal to it. One condition is given here. Which field lines will be taken into consideration for defining electric flux? Those electric field lines crossing the surface in a direction normal to it, 90 degree to it. These are to be taken into consideration. Okay? So we will discuss clearly by taking a surface. Write explanation. Suppose you consider can anybody tell me which type of field this is? I have drawn which type of electric field? Uniform electric field. You see, equispaced electric field lines represents uniform electric field. You consider a surface. Of area S. You consider a surface S, which is placed making some angle with electric field. You see. You tell me, area is a vector quantity. You have to remember always, very small area is always a vector quantity. Area is a vector quantity. From cross product, we are finding your what? Area of a triangle, half mode of A cross B. Cross product gives vector, and we are finding vector by using cross product. So area is a vector quantity. Okay? So suppose this is a surface of area S is placed in a uniform electric field E in such a way that its area vector is a very small area taken from this. Area vector makes an angle theta with the electric field. Okay? You see, area is a vector. Suppose my palm is a surface. Then what will be the area vector? Either it is perpendicular to up or perpendicular to down. That will be decided by sense of problem. sense of problem, sense of situation. But only the possibility is true. Area is perpendicular to the surface. If my palm is just like cylinder, just like this, now it becomes a closed surface. This is open surface. Now it becomes a closed surface. Then what will be the area vector? You see, it will be always the outward normal. For a closed surface, it will be always the outward normal. Here area vector is along this direction. Here also area vector along this direction. Here area vector along this direction. Here area vector along this direction. That means for a closed surface, area vector is always outward. For a closed surface, area vector is always the outward normal. But for open surface, open sheet, area vector is either perpendicular up or perpendicular down. So you see, suppose you assume that this palm is this. My palm is this one. The area of my palm is S. Okay. Then can anybody tell me how the palm is placed here? In this way or in this way? No, in this way. It is being tilted. If the palm is held like this, then area vector will be this one, and this will be parallel to electric field. But you see, this is palm, area vector is this. This is a surface, area vector is perpendicular to this. If my palm is like this, then area vector will be along electric field. Not that. If I will tilt it, it will make some angle theta with the electric field. Do you follow me or not? This is theta. That means consider a surface S placed in a uniform electric field in such a way that its area vector makes an angle theta with electric field. Okay? Area vector or normal to the surface makes an angle theta with electric field, because in our definition, number of electric field lines crossing a surface, normal to it is given. That is why we are giving emphasized on it in area vector, because the area vector is perpendicular to this. You see, from this diagram, can anybody tell me this electric field is not perpendicular to the surface? In this diagram, the electric field is not perpendicular to the surface. It is visible from the diagram. If I will tell you how many number of electric field lines are perpendicular to the surface, can anybody tell me from this diagram? How many number of electric field lines perpendicular to the surface? By looking, nobody can say. It is zero. Just below surface is this. But actually it is not zero. Some number of field lines are perpendicular to the surface, some field lines parallel to it. Because electric field is a vector quantity. Electric field is a vector quantity. We can resolve it into two rectangular components. E cos theta, E sin theta. Since electric field lines represent electric field, number of electric field lines gives the strength of electric field. So some number of electric field lines must be for Ex, and some number of electric fields must be for Ey. If I resolve electric field, resolving electric field into what? Two components. You will get one component, that is what? E cos theta. Not that. E cos theta. And another component perpendicular to this. Not that. If it is E, this is your E cos theta. And this is your E sin theta. Parallel to surface. E cos theta perpendicular to surface, E sin theta, what? Parallel to surface, just like. parallel to surface and perpendicular to surface. If 50 number of field lines represent E, then at least some number of field lines must be contributed for E cos theta, and some number of field lines must be contributed for E sin theta. So this number of field lines which represent E sin theta are parallel to surface. They never give electric flux. But number of field lines which are meant for defining E cos theta are perpendicular to surface, they will give electric flux. Because our definition is like this: number of electric field lines crossing a surface in a direction normal to it. I have drawn some number of field lines, but blindly, if anybody look this diagram, there is no field lines perpendicular to the surface. But if we will resolve electric field into two components and we will contribute some field lines for two components, then anybody can tell us, yes sir, some number of field lines are perpendicular to the surface. So, you see, small amount of flux, you see, this small area has magnitude ds, and this is ds vector. This is ds vector. Okay. This component, since this component is perpendicular to the surface, so you can write it as En, component of electric field normal to the surface. You see, small electric flux small electric flux linked with what? Small surface ds. First we have to find out small amount of flux linked with this small surface ds, then we will use calculus to find total electric flux through surface S. Then what will this value? d phi equal to En ds. En ds. You see, ds is scalar. E cos theta is also now scalar. We can multiply them because E cos theta is perpendicular to surface. For E cos theta, some field lines are contributed. Not there. So this number of field lines will give electric flux. Clear? So that is why small electric flux linked with small surface area ds is En ds. So what is En? E cos theta ds. Or we can write what? This one as E dot ds. So this is the small amount of electric flux linked with the small surface ds. Okay? Then what is the total electric flux linked with the surfaces? Phi is integration over d phi. It will be what? Integration over E dot ds. Okay. So this is your expression for electric flux. But electric flux is, you see, E dot ds, dot product of two vectors. That means it is a scalar. Flux is a scalar quantity. E dot ds, E ds cos theta. It is the total electric flux linked with the surface what? S. Okay. Then you see, if the surface is a closed one, then what will the expression for electric flux? You will take closed integral E dot ds. This is your closed integral. Closed surface means, you see, this is a palm, this is a open sheet. If we put here a cylinder, a cuboid, a sphere, these are the closed surface. So under that condition, we should put a sign closed integral. It is from side of mathematics. It is closed integral, it is open integral. No, no change is there. Okay. So you see some notes regarding electric flux. And this is a very important topic actually, because electric flux is there. In magnetic field chapter, magnetic flux is there. So about 1/3 or 1/4 topic from electric field and magnetic field linked with electric flux, magnetic flux. So this chapter is very important. Okay. Then you see electric flux is a scalar quantity. Electric flux is a scalar quantity. It is a dot product of two vector E ds cos theta. Since electric flux depends upon cos theta, not that. So cos theta has element positive, negative, and zero. So you can write some note. Electric flux can be what? Electric flux can be what? Positive, negative, and zero. You see, electric flux can be positive, negative, and zero. Electric flux can be positive, negative, and zero. Obviously, you see, suppose this is your uniform electric field. You see, this is your uniform electric field E. You see, suppose this is my surface. You tell me. You see, this is my surface. In this case, this is the surface area vector. So area vector is also along this direction. Area vector is always perpendicular to surface. Here the palm is given. If it is my palm is given like this. Palm is placed in electric field like this. So area vector will be parallel to electric field. E dot ds parallel. So in this case theta is 0 degree. Because your theta is angle between electric field and area vector. Theta is 0 degree. So in this case flux can be positive. Or theta 0, theta 30, theta 40, 45, 90, within 90, 0 to 90. Value of cos is positive. Not that. So you see, your maximum flux, you see. For maximum flux, surface is held perpendicular to electric field. You always think that. Always I am changing my word. Surface is held perpendicular to electric field. When surface is held, area vector is parallel to electric field. You should remember that. Surface is held. Suppose under what condition electric flux can be maximum and minimum. For maximum electric flux, the surface should held at right angles to electric field, such that area vector will be parallel to electric field. So theta will be 0, flux will be maximum. Always maximum flux. And what about the minimum flux? You see, here the surface is held parallel to electric field lines. Field or field lines. Surface is held parallel to electric field or field lines. Just like my palm is like this, and area vector is perpendicular to electric field. So this is your area vector. This is electric field. So angle is what? 90 degree. So in this case theta is 90 degree. So electric flux will be ADS cos 90, 0. This is what? Positive. This is positive. This is 0. Not that. Then in this case what? No flux is linked. No flux is linked. It is the minimum flux. It is the minimum flux when surface is held parallel to electric field or field lines. Area vector will be perpendicular to electric field. No flux at all linked with the surface. So this is the condition for maximum flux. This is the condition for minimum flux. Here 0, here is positive. Not that. Then you see, to remember this maximum and minimum flux, you should think about the arrow bed of Bhishma in Mahabharata. The arrow bed of Bhishma in Mahabharata. You see, you assume each arrow is a field lines. Not that. Bhishma is slept in such a way that his body surface is perpendicular to the arrow. You see, such that maximum arrow can pass through his body surface. So maximum arrow can pass his body surface. So arrow bed of Bhishma is very interesting to analyze the maximum flux. In the surface, the body surface of Bhishma is held perpendicular to arrow bed by Arjuna. So maximum arrow can pass through his body surface. Not that. And his death is decided by his wish. Not that. Just like. So, are you clear or not? What about your maximum flux, minimum flux? Then under what condition flux will be negative? If theta is more than 90. If theta is more than 90. Not that. Theta is more than 90. 180. Not that. Suppose my palm is like this. My palm is like this. Then what will it be? Now in this case also perpendicular 0. Then suppose you put a closed surface. You put a closed surface in a uniform electric field. Closed surface, take it as a cylinder. This is electric field. Cylinder has 3 surfaces. You see, it is a closed surface. For closed surface, area vector is always outward normal. Not that. We assume here is surface, here is surface, here is surface. You see, for any closed surface, area vector is always outward normal. So you see, in this case positive, negative, 0. You see, for this surface flux is 0, theta is 90. In this case, d is parallel to ds, theta is 0. In this case, E is along this direction, ds along this direction, so angle between them is 180. So flux is negative. Flux is negative. You see, electric field along this direction, electric field along what? This direction. So in one diagram, positive, negative, 0 flux can also be realized. Clear? So you see, so electric flux can be positive, negative and 0, and under what condition electric flux is maximum and minimum? Not that. Then you see, then if you write in note 2, for closed surface, area vector is always along the outward normal. I have already told. Along the what? Outward normal. Okay? You see? from this diagram, you see, from this diagram, electric field lines, you see, electric field lines entering into a surface always gives negative flux, got that, and positive flux while leaving from the surface. You see, here this is the cylinder closed surface. Here electric field lines are entering into the cylinder. But for this surface of the cylinder, area vector is abnormal. So here for this surface, if this surface area has S, this is also S. For this surface, area vector, angle between area vector and electric field is what? 180 degree. So flux is ADS cos 90. E dot ds, ADS cos 180. Sorry, ADS cos 180. So it is, your flux is what? ADS cos 180. So integration, surface is S, so it will be minus ES. For this surface, electric field lines are emerging from this closed surface. Your electric field lines entering, your electric field lines leaving, emerging. Your electric field and area vector are parallel. So in this case, what will be flux? ADS what? Cos 0. So it is ES. And for this curved surface, flux is ADS cos 90 0. So what about the total flux linked with the closed surface placed in a uniform electric field? 0. Do you follow me or not? It is minus ES, it is ES, and this is 0. For this surface, flux is what? ADS cos 90. It is 0. So when a closed surface of any cell, when placed in a uniform electric field, total electric flux linked with it is what? 0. And electric field lines entering into a closed surface always gives negative flux and positive flux while leaving from the surface. Clear? Okay. The fourth one is total electric flux. Total electric flux. Total electric flux linked with a closed surface. Total electric flux linked with a closed surface when held in a uniform electric field. Total electric flux linked with a closed surface when held in a uniform electric field is 0. Not that. Then, if a field lines cuts a surface twice, then its flux contribution will be 0. If a field lines cuts a closed surface twice, then its flux contribution okay. If a field line cuts a closed surface twice, then its flux contribution is 0. These are the some notes regarding electric flux. How it is using last point? Concentrate on last point. Suppose this is a closed surface of any shape. Okay. One charge is here. Then electric field lines are electric field lines are there. You see electric field lines enter the surface here and leaving the surface here. While entering it will give negative flux. While leaving it will give positive flux. So if a field lines cut the closed surface twice, then its electric flux contribution is 0. Okay. So clear? You see. So this is all about your what? Electric flux. It is a scalar quantity. Dot product of electric field and area vector gives this quantity. It can be positive, negative, 0. Under what condition it becomes maximum and minimum. If a closed surface is held in a uniform electric field, what will happen? And area is a vector quantity. For a open sheet, area vector is either perpendicular to surface, up or down. For a closed surface, area vector is always upward, normal. So this is all about your concept regarding your electric flux. Clear? In next class, we will discuss about what? Gauss law in electrostatics, which is based upon electric flux. Okay?